Hey everyone, welcome back to Tenant Tip Tuesday. I'm Jorge Rivera, your advocate from the Healing and Justice Center. Today we're going to dive into some important tips on paying rent. And trust me, you'll want to stick around for this one because understanding these basics can help you avoid a lot of unnecessary stress and protect your rights as a tenant. So before we get into the details, let's take a moment to ground ourselves. Life as a tenant can be stressful, from navigating rent payments to understanding your rights. But together, we can find calm, clarity, and strength. So let's start with a quick breathing exercise. All right, wherever you are, sit back, relax your shoulders, and take a deep and slow breath in through your nose and slowly out through your mouth. One more time, deep breath in. And exhale out. All right, let's bring focus to the present moment and center ourselves. We're here to learn and support each other. So now that we're feeling a little bit more grounded, let's get started on understanding how best to protect yourself when paying rent. All right, let's get to it. Tip number one, online payments versus traditional methods. First up, let's talk about how you pay your rent. Did you know that your owner or manager can't force you to pay your rent online or in cash? Many tenants have been pressured to use online payment systems or to deposit money directly into someone's account, and that's not okay. Some people don't have easy access to online services or might face extra fees if they're using them. The safest way to pay rent is through a check or money order sent via certified mail through the U.S. Postal Service. This gives you proof that you paid and you avoid any confusion later. Protect yourself and your hard-earned money. Tip number two, rent receipts. It's your right to receive a rent receipt every time you pay rent. This is a big one, and it's really about protecting yourself. Whether you pay by check, money order, or even online, make sure that you get a receipt. You might need it one day to prove that you paid your rent, whether it's for resolving a dispute with your owner or manager or to show income proof when applying for other services. If your owner or manager refuses to provide you a receipt, put the request in writing and send it certified mail. And if they still don't, be sure to always pay rent in a way that gives you automatic proof like certified mail or a bank record. Tip number three, rent due dates and grace periods. Let's talk about rent due dates. Your rent is due on the date that is specified in your lease. But did you know that you can negotiate this? If you get paid later in the month or receive income at a different time, you can ask your owner or manager to adjust the due date. We've seen tenants successfully negotiate a rent due date in the middle of the month because it worked out better for them. Most leases also include a grace period, which gives you a few extra days to pay before rent is considered late. This is typically between 3 and 5 days, but make sure that it's clearly stated in your lease. Tip number four, late fees must be justified. Let's move on to late fees. A lot of people don't know that late fees can't just be slapped onto your rent for no reason. They have to be justified. For example, if your owner or manager incurs a cost because you paid late, like a fee from their bank, they can pass that cost on to you. But they can't charge you a flat percentage or some arbitrary amount just to penalize you because you paid late. That's against the law. So if you're ever charged a late fee, ask for proof of the cost from the owner or manager that they incurred. Don't be afraid to negotiate this in your lease from the start to avoid any confusion later. And finally, tip number five, advance payments and discounts. Some owners or managers might actually offer you discounts if you pay your rent early or in advance. If this is something that works for you financially, it can be a great way to save money. Always ask your owner or manager if they have offers of any incentives for early payment, especially when you're signing the lease. And there you have it. These are just a few tips to make sure you're paying your rent in a way that is safe and protects your rights. Remember, Whether it's about how you pay, getting your receipts, or negotiating late fees, it's all about staying informed and empowered as a tenant. Now, as always, if you found this video helpful, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on all of our tenant tip videos and other videos from the Healing and Justice Center. And if you're able, please consider supporting our work. Your donations really help keep these tips and our tenant counseling services free for everyone who needs them. And don't forget, your support through donations helps us keep this series going. The links for where to donate are in the description below, and we accept things like Venmo, Google Pay, and PayPal. And we are really excited to announce that we are already innovating by accepting cryptocurrency and stock donations. So thank you so very much for your support, and stay tuned for part 2 on paying rent. Remember, together we are unstoppable. We are better together. We are stronger together. So stay safe, stay healthy, stay empowered, and we'll see you next time.